2 minutes to go before 8 o'clock. Now, this is quite an interesting innovation. Mbulelo Gaba is an entrepreneur who has identified a disadvantage in most public schools that is hindering the education process. Gaba says most poor public schools do not use pupils' diaries that is monitored by both parents and teachers. He has now started a campaign to roll out learners' diaries in public schools and is looking for support from private and public sector. These diaries will entail each learner's daily progress at school and will be required to be signed by parents. To tell us more about this campaign, we are joined in studio by Mbulelo Gaba himself. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live. Good morning. It's good to be here. All right. Now, school diaries, you know, that's something that, gosh, I remember having a school diary. You know, my kids are too young at this point in time, but I see my nieces and nephews, they've got school diaries. The parents have to sign it, the teachers have to sign it. But what you're saying is that is not evident in all schools. It's not something that is a common occurrence. Yes. What is happening here is I have done a research, so I had to go to the public schools in most of the provinces where I was doing the comparisons in terms of seeing how schools are being conducted. Yeah. So I realized that now there's a problem in the public schools where we have teenage pregnancies, substance abusing learners, as well as learners that are bunking classes. So now I came about with the idea to introduce school diaries with the view to broaden communication between a parent and a teacher. Yeah. And in terms of monitoring the performance and the whereabouts of each learner. So these diaries would serve as a monitor in terms of monitoring whether the child is committed to his work or not. Right. So that's how I came about with this idea. So basically, just what does it look like? I mean, I know you've brought the... I have designed this type of diary whereby there's spaces whereby each learner has to show if there's any homework, classwork, you write a page, and then there's also a clause where a parent signs to say a remark, maybe if he needs a child, the improvement to be done on a particular subject, you indicate there, and then there's also a clause where a class teacher also signs. Yes. So in case a child doesn't have a parent, there's also a clause that says a parent or guardian. Oh, guardian, so of course. Where, in case you don't have a parent, there should be a guardian to be doing that. Yeah. Because I'm of the view that now it takes a whole village to raise a child. Yeah. So there has to be somebody in the neighborhood who could help the child with his schoolwork and the stuff. Yeah. So that's how I came about designing these, because these diaries are quite different from any normal school diaries, whereby the interaction between a parent and a teacher the difference is there. Because like these ones, there are no clauses whereby a parent participates on these. You only sign, and it doesn't even have a clause where a parent signs. But the one that I've designed, they are so interactive in that they speak directly to you, a parent and a teacher. All right, I'm going to show this up here so that you can actually see it properly, because I know we were trying to get a shot of it. Here we go. Yeah. So that's just what it looks like, which is quite nice. I mean, you've got it broken down into all of the different subjects, class work, class tests, homework, athletics. So is this what you would sort of, what would you fill in the blocks? Is that what you would like to... Yeah, in case a child has got a homework or you'd fill in there, you fill in a page what they have to do. What have you. Okay. But basically the idea again is just to get the learners off the streets, because the target here is learners at grade 8 and 12, the high school learners, because those are the learners that seem to be problematic. So I came about with the idea to say, even after classes, you need to give them assignments, maybe on TV program. You write an assignment maybe on a particular subject that really caught your idea. Yeah. So you give them assignment, maybe even on the news at 7 o'clock. You just get them off the streets. Absolutely. Basically, that's it. Now, have you approached the Department of Basic Education with this particular campaign? I have engaged with the Department of Education because I intended rolling this as a pilot project to start here in Gauteng. So I have engaged with the Department of Education. Unfortunately, due to budgetary constraints, they were unable to come on board. However, they have supported the idea. But now I thought it would also be wise that now, if I should also engage with corporate companies as part of their corporate social investment, to enter into this venture together with me. All right, so they can't help you, is what you're saying at this point. The Department of Education, yes. Yeah. But you're looking for other sponsors? I'm looking for corporates to help corporate sponsors, yes. Okay, so if you do happen to get these published, they will be distributed. So the department says they will distribute.
We will do the distribution.
Okay.
Because there is a plan that we have set up in terms of the distribution of this, because we would also like to have like your radio personalities when we roll out these diaries to learners, so that they can maybe interact with learners or motivate them in terms of how to use this and how will this help them in terms of improving their studies.
What money are we looking at? I mean, how much money would you need? Because
I have received like the number of high schools that are in the Gauteng province. They are like 1,105.
Yeah.
And mostly in the learners are like in the region of 1,005 and 1,004. So the amount that I'm looking for is of in the range of 58 million rands.
58 million.
58 million rands.
Yeah,
yes.
All right, to get these rolled out into schools.
And to be distributed in all the schools in Gauteng. Because my intention is to give them for free to all the learners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great idea. And who knows, we've put the word out there, and perhaps somebody who's watching would love to get involved with something like this and help you out. Who knows? All right, let's get some contact details from you now. Okay.
I can be contacted on the email address, which is mbulelo.joseph@gmail.com. Alternatively, I can be contacted on 071 474 4464.
Okay.
Those are my contact details.
All right, just give us the number again, just in case people didn't write it down. 071?
071 474 4464.
All right.
Yes.
Good luck. I hope it goes well. I think it's a fabulous idea. I really do. I mean, it's sort of something that you'd think that would be in existence already.
Yes.
Good luck. I hope it goes well with you. Mbulelo Gaba, entrepreneur, coming up with a new diary that basically will allow teachers and parents to correspond with one another, as opposed to the existing diary that school children have got. The department saying that they can't help at this point in time, but perhaps there are some corporates or somebody else that would like to lend a hand. So, all right, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
All right, I think